Welcome or welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. We are starting, this will be the first video of the collaboration with Mary, which I kind of invited myself to. And she was kind enough to allow it. Marva is also in this with me. We are doing Mary's 31 Days of Halloween. So every day you will get a project. The way this works is at the end, on the 31st, you reveal the entire project because each day is part of that project. Okay? So, 31 days. I may have 2 videos on like a Wednesday and possibly a Thursday if it's a week that I do Slay the Tray. Those are the only 2 collaborations that I do, which, you know, Mary and Tammy and Marva and myself do the coasting through the week. And then, you know, we have lots of people join in. But, so you may get a second video on either a Wednesday or a Thursday or both, depending. However, this is the first day of 31 Days of Halloween. You'll see this on October 1st. And this year's theme that Mary decided on is Pumpkin Town. Now, Mary has been planning this since last year after her 31 days. I have ideas. I'm just hoping that the ideas all come together fairly nicely. But I am going to link Mary's last year's final reveal in my description. You guys go look at it. If you aren't subscribed to Mary, please subscribe to her. Same thing with Marva and Tammy and everybody else. But this is Mary's theme, and I'm invading it. She already had the theme picked out, so Pumpkin Town it is. And I don't know what I've got myself into, but I'm up for the challenge. So let's do our first pumpkin in Pumpkin Town. This is 1:1 TEEXPERT, and I have 6 ounces mixed up here. We're going to split this. Yeah, that's about half. And one, of course, you guys know, is going to be black. Because, you know, I live on the darker side of life. So there's black. The other one we're doing today is a blue. So and then we're going to add some silver. This is the only kind of glitter I will use, and that's the fine. Yeah, I'm trying to get the lid off. Oh, Lord. There. Okay, we're going to pour some silver in this black. Okay. All right, here. And these are pearlescent micas. Never mind the other projects that you're seeing. Because this first Wednesday, you will be getting 2 projects, 2 videos. There is the blue. I don't remember how much this pumpkin takes, even though I just made it the other day, because, you know, I slept between now and then, that's all I can tell you. Okay. See if we have any unmixed mica. Does not appear to be. I am definitely spraying this, especially this stem here. Spray both. Alright, we're going to start with the stem. Make sure I have all of that down in there as that bubbles, hopefully. Set that over there. I hope I made enough. I almost made 8 and I thought, nah, we'll make 6. I probably needed 8. I'm gonna have to mix up more resin. Definitely be mixing up more resin. Should have mixed up 8. My first instinct was correct. If you just heard that, that is David's dog snoring. Yeah, she snores. She's a pit. She is a pit bull, and she snores. And my cats look at her with great annoyance when she starts snoring. Because they don't like their beauty sleep interrupted. And she can snore. She doesn't want anything to do with me as long as David is here. The minute David's gone, she wants to come in here with the cats and I and lay on the bed and take her nap. She's a very needy pit bull. I never knew pets were so needy. No. Alright guys, well I'm going to mix up a little bit more resin and I'll just bring you back on demold. You don't need to see me pour more resin into this. I'll talk to you soon. Well, let's demold some stuff, huh? Yeah. We'll start with the pumpkin. That one we're not demolding because I do need to finish filling it. But I will show you what I did for extras. Because I had leftover resin after I had leftover resin from me pouring the remaining of the pumpkin that you guys saw. I miscalculated. So this one takes 8, definitely. Okay. And yes, Miracle is still snoring in the background. So if you hear it, that's what it is. Okay, here we go. Come out there. Come on. All right. So there's the pumpkin. I love that blue and that black together. And then let's get the lid out. Sorry guys, my hands and everything, they're just not working. I am gonna be very happy when I go get my infusion. There we go. There's the lid. This is one that has the notch, so it will only go on one way. So there it is. This is the first thing for Pumpkin Town. Collab with Mary at Resin Me Up. And Marv is joining me because, well, because Mary wanted a third person and I begged Marv. That's why she's doing it. So the 3 of us are going to be doing this 31 days of Halloween. So you will see that in the final project. Now, as for the other things that I ended up pouring, because I had leftovers, I just poured some leaves now and trees. All kinds of trees. This is just an earring mold. So there's a tree. These are all, here's another little tree. Even got a Christmas tree in there. Got some leaves. So I poured these, and they may go in to my final project or they may not. This was super thick when I was pouring it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clean them up, whether it's for jewelry pieces or for my pumpkin town. But I did. I even poured a cactus. So yeah, what I did for this is I went through every mold I have and said, can I use this somehow? That's what I did. This definitely clean up. And amazingly enough, I have jewelry molds that can work. So here's all of these pieces of trees and leaves and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know that they'll be used, but they could be. And then I only poured the part of this. It's a succulent mold, but hey, I think that they will make nice little shrubs and stuff. So that's what I did. This one I was using because of the lamp posts. So like that's one for like the on a house. I got to clean them up because this was thick, but and then this one is a complete lamp post, even decorated. This post is very thin, so you gotta watch it. I definitely need to clean it up because you gotta get that. If you look how narrow that is, you gotta get resin down in there. And I did that, but it also over poured. So there is a lamp post. So more likely than not, you will see these lamp posts in my final product. I also used my military one. Everybody's like, why would you use a military mold? Well, because they had, my military mold has like bricks, stuff like that. You know, like I can use like them for like pathways and stuff. So different textures. Yes, this is like a window. So yeah, and then this is like, I can take this part out of it and it could be like a porch on the front of a house. So yeah, I was going through all of my molds and I was like, oh, I have way more than I thought I had. Because yes, I can use those. And then I just did this one as, you'll see these, I'm sure, as decorations. These are teeny tiny little bats and little pumpkins. And then of course we have, that's a pumpkin, and a moon. Yeah, we have little moons here. Okay, I just lost a moon. Where did my moon go? It flipped. Well, I have another one. I'm sure I'll find it. Little moons. And this mold even has little stars like that. So that's all this is, little ghosts. These are like nail art ones. Oh, I found my moon. He's over here. So I pulled this mold out because I knew I could use the little pumpkins and stars and bats and moons. Can't hold on to a bat. Stay. So yes, I am using some unconventional things to make Pumpkin Town. And hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing the end result. I am gonna put pieces, I'm gonna take a cup here, and I'm gonna put pieces that I may use into a cup so I know where they're at, and I can decide which ones I will use. Come on. Porch, streets, fence. That is my cup for Pumpkin Town, and this is the first pumpkin for Pumpkin Town. So I will see you guys in the next one. In the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Hit that black bell so you know the next time I upload a video. And don't forget about all the discount codes in the description box. There are many there. The Bond Crafter ones are for on their Bond Crafter website, not Amazon. And then, what else? There's eye candy in there. There's INTORESIN. I am waiting on some molds to get here from INTORESIN, so I can show you what I picked for our budget-friendly items. And that's it for now. Talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.